Today we are talking about menus, export menus. Starting from file menu, there is a new sub menu which contain a file. Basically, file is used to add any Swift file or XIB or similar files. And after that, there is target. Target is basically whatever is your final product. Is same name with target, and you can create multiple targets in it. Project is you used to create a new project, and workspace is club of more than one project. When we have to import third party libraries through POS, it will create your workspace. In view menu, there is a debug area which contains activate console. In new export, we will see debug area when we run the app. But if we want to see debug area without running app, then we can use this menu. There is inspector. Basically all the properties of a particular file will show you in this. It contains file history, quick help, attributes, etc. You can see it also on right side of the screen. And after that, there is show library contains controls like label, button, view, etc. And after that, there is show height toolbar. Basically this top view is toolbar. Next menu is product menu. In product menu, there's run basically used to run app on simulator or device. After that, there is the profile menu. Profile menu is used to check your memory consumption, and analyze menu is used to find your memory leaks. And after that, there is archive is used to export your or archive your product, and then you can export IPA from there or upload it directly to App Store. After that, there is build is simply used to find any error in project. And in product menu, there is scheme is basically different type of schemes in it. You can debug or run this one. In this you can run your app in debug mode or release mode. You can change from here. Now there is a debug menu which contains step over, step into, step out. If you don't know about it, then I think you are not a developer. Every developer must know about these three menus because it helps a lot. Step over is when you want to pass or cross any block, then it is used to step over. Step into is whenever you want to go inside any particular function, then you can click it, and on the current line, if there is any function, then it will go inside it. Step out when you want to exit from a particular function, then it is used. And in the same debug menu, there is breakpoints are of different types. Some are normal breakpoints which we can which we can create by clicking on file, but there are some other breakpoints also, like symbolic breakpoints and exception breakpoints. They are used to find any crash which is not traceable directly. So we can use on that way. The last is window. In window menu you can see devices and simulator. In devices and simulator you can see attached devices and the downloaded simulators. Other submenu is organizer, or in an organizer you can find archives of different projects which you created. And the final menu is export menu. In export menus there is preferences. In preferences you can see account submenu. Account submenu will contain App Store or Apple account. It is useful as you can download any profile from there directly. It is not required to add separately in project. Then there's component basically all the simulators that are available to download. After that there's locations will contain drive data and archives. Drive data basically when we run project, then it creates temporary file which is stored in drive data. In archives are the IPs that you create to upload to App Store or to distribute as a ad hoc. And you can find its physical path by clicking these small arrows. That's all for today. If you have any comment, then please write comment. Thank you.